got a damn good show. This judge, Democrat judge out of New Mexico, had to resign because he got exposed. He didn't want to face the music, huh? Yeah, he resigned. Check this out.
A New Mexico judge resigned last month after Homeland Security arrested his tenant, who was accused of being a member of the Venezuelan transnational criminal gang Tren de Aragua. According to the criminal complaint, former Doña Ana County Magistrate Judge Joel Cano rented out his casita to Christian Ortega Lopez at the behest of his wife last year. They met Ortega Lopez when his wife hired him to do housework. The district...
You heard that? You let that dude in your house with all those face tattoos?
Attorney's office says their daughter had multiple firearms and let Ortega Lopez hold, shoot, and pose with them in pictures that were posted on social media. The Fed seized those firearms and arrested Ortega Lopez in February. Homeland Security says Ortega Lopez admitted to entering the country illegally in 2023. Due to overcrowding, he was released from an El Paso Border Patrol facility pending his deportation hearing. The acting United States Attorney for New Mexico ordered that he be held behind bars until his trial. He's charged with being an illegal alien in possession of a firearm and is facing up to 15 years in prison if convicted. It is not known if Cano knew of Ortega Lopez's alleged gang affiliation.
At first glance, the videos and photos tell a story of a family that loved guns. But who they shared those guns and their home with came as a shock to local authorities. The homeowner, Joel Cano, a Democratic judge in Doña Ana County, New Mexico, who resigned last month following a raid on his home in which Christian Ortega Lopez was arrested, charged with being in the country illegally and possessing a firearm.
This judge's daughter is allowing this illegal alien to have access to firearms, which is unlawful under 18 U.S.C. 922G. It is a felony for this illegal alien to be in possession of firearms.
Court documents reveal he entered the country unlawfully in December 2023, and a few months later had been hired by the judge's wife, Nancy, who later offered him a place to stay in her residence that she shared.
What kind of wife is that? It's some kind of cuckery going on. They hired him to do yard work. Yeah. So he's a modern day slave. I'm going to give you free room and board. But I think it was some cuckery going. Well, I think he was also doing his daughter, the judge's daughter. No, I think he's doing the wife.
With her husband. But most shocking, Homeland Security officials say Ortega Lopez displayed clear indicators of his association with the Venezuelan gang Tren de Aragua, or TDA. Not just his clothing or tattoos, but...
That's a stud right there. Doing the wife and the daughter. He looks like a gang member. And the cut judge is just sitting back watching. Chief, he looks like a gang member. Yeah. Whenever you got a tattoo around your eye, on your face, you got to be gang affiliated. It's a red flag.
Voicemails and text messages, they say, provide significant evidence for their case against him. One reason they ask that he remain behind bars.
Doña Ana County has been a hotbed of illegal immigration and drug trafficking, human smuggling for many, many years. And to see that a judge would allow this to happen, it's very concerning. It's concerning, what else has this judge been doing?
What we don't know is if Judge Cano or his wife will be charged with any crimes, like harboring an illegal immigrant or providing material support to a foreign terror group. President Trump designated TDA, as well as other gangs like MS-13, foreign terrorist organizations in an executive order he signed on his first day in office.
Wow, no wonder he resigned, man. That dude was going down. He's facing some serious charges. He's going to lose his pension and everything. That's why he resigned. Yeah, how can you not know that dude was in a gang? Yeah. Don't shock he's a Democrat. And if you're a gang member too, I'm just looking at pictures. He looks like a gang member. But the way a person carries himself is telling too. He had to have known. He's a judge. He's an intelligent man. He had to have known. That dude is probably a DEI hire, the judge. Oh, yeah. He got it because of who he was. And that's, Kevin, New Mexico, that's a Democrat stronghold. You think any of those people in government got that job based on merits? Yeah. Well, the last two elections, during the presidential election, they lost like 14 points in that state. It's swinging right, though.
And they still won the state.
Yeah.
That's how woke
won
that
it by
state
8
is.
points.
Yeah, but DEI was a problem in this country for a long time when it came to Democrats. That's been going on for a long time.
Yeah.
They just became vocal about it, and everybody understand what they were doing.
Well, it all started with that affirmative action. It's DEI.
Yeah.
I think he was doing the wife.
Man, make your Magnus.
What?
Your wife.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Your wife say, I got this guy, he's doing some lawn work.
Mm-hmm.
He can even clean the pools. He ain't got nowhere to stay. He ain't got nowhere to stay, baby. So I told him he could stay here.
That's crazy. He's a simp. He's a simp judge, and I think he was in the corner watching. Something was going on.
Had to be.
Something was going on because he's a good-looking guy.
Oh, he good looking to you?
He's an attractive young man. You know, you said it yourself. He's a stud. I think he was in there doing the wife, and the judge is in the corner. Look at him. He got a simp look to him.
Yeah.
How you let somebody in the, you know that person's here illegally. You give them guns. Well, that's nothing. He gave his wife to him.
Yeah, that was a piece of cake. Once you give up the wife, there's nothing you won't do. But you know what? I think I've seen other stories. They claimed that dude was seeing the daughter.
Probably seeing both of them. He's in a casino, right?
Yeah, they said he was living in a casino.
Look,
But it was the daughter's boyfriend.
Yeah, I'm telling you, there's some sipping going on. The mother meant to do yard work. She was getting some on the side because he looks like a simp and he's stupid. He's probably a DEI hire.
Yeah.
You know, he's probably not even qualified to be a judge. The dude's probably brain dead.
Right.
She said, like you said, hey, he's doing yard work. Right. We're going to let him stay in the casino. But the wife is doing him. Mm-hmm. Right. And then.
And the daughter.
Yeah, he's probably doing both of them.
We talking about a Trin de Argua gang member. That dude don't have no moral compass.
Yeah, he's probably doing the daughter and the mama, and he's got the judge in handcuffs. Because you know how those Democrats roll. Those some kinky people, man. People ain't got no morals. No moral compass.
So he had no choice but to step down.
Yeah, because he's going to lose his pension. He had probably say, I'm putting him in papers and retiring early. I'm not losing everything.
Do you think
I'm not losing everything because I'm a simp.
Do you think they would let him get his pension if he resigned? Huh?
He probably heard rumors. He said, "Man, I got to resign," and he put in his retirement early.
Yeah, as soon as the ICE came to his house and arrested him, he said, "Yep, time for me to retire."
He already knew that before what was going down. They was going to raid his house. That dude resigned. Dude's a judge. You know how corrupt Democrats is. Hey, man, they found out about that gang member in your house. Yeah, the gang member you was in the house having to do your wife. Yeah, they found out about it. Man, I'm resigning right now. I'm putting in early retirement. I'm going to lose everything because I'm a simp.